Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all honor and glory to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem, Rakakodash, double honors to the apostles and the elders, great millstone, rule web, and great example to his younger brothers in the truth, and peace and blessing to the hopefully lit. Lord, wouldn't this edifying? I had came across this video yesterday, and some precepts came to my mind just listening to the complaints of this woman, you know, that appears to be an Edomite or something, but she could definitely be an Israelite. You know, and the title of this video from hopefully like three death in hell. You know, and what people are witnessing is the fall. First off, what they witness is the wicked being in rule, the devil. You know, Esau eating the so-called white man. You know, you're living in the age of the wicked. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. So that's going to show you that the wicked is bearing rule. And yes, it is ultimately the elites, but you so called white people, all you so called white people are the descendants of the wicked. You know, all you so called white people, y'all are the descendants of Esau Edom, the so called white man. You know, and let you know that's what the these Edomites, these are the Edomites, the ones ruling. And it's evident who ruling the earth is the so-called white man. Now, there are is what I was trying to get. That's why I was stuttering. There are Israelites that look like so-called Edomites. You know, it's all about what your father line go back to. It's all about the spirit that's within you, not by color. You know, it's not about skin color. It's about the spirit that's within. And it can be Edomite can be as dark as you know the darkest nigga ever, man. But let's get into this. You know, I'm trying not to make it too long. Pause it as she speak. Grab a few precepts, and Lord willing is edified.
Let me get this straight. I'm supposed to believe that we're in the correct dimension, yet everything around us is in chaos. Everything is backwards. Good equals bad, bad equals good. Up is down, down is up. We're stuck in the upside down, so technically we're in the right side up, but it's the upside down, right? Friend?
I got a precept for that, which I'm gonna get this revelation first, but I got a precept for what she said. Well, I get that precept first. This the book of Isaiah, chapter 29, and verse 16. It reads, "Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay." And who turned things upside down? Esau Edom, the so-called white man. You know, that's why it's so much confusion, so much death, so much chaos, suffering going on in the earth because it's not according to the righteous. It's not according to the righteous. Who is the ultimate righteous? Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Who, which all these nations that ruled before Esau Edom came into power this last time were more righteous than this place, man. In a way, this place is completely gone. Because they implemented all the witchcraft and knowledge and sorcery and evil that they obtained from those other wicked kingdoms that ruled before it. But they just taken it to a whole nother level. Esau, Edom, America, through America, you know, the beast who had a wound by a sword and then the dragon that had a wound by a sword with the 7 heads and 10 horns and one of the heads wounded unto death, you know, is back and better than ever. And it's on its way out. We're witnessing the fall of an empire. And Esau is collapsing this place so he can implement his new world order. Ain't nothing gonna go back to normal. They're gonna constantly, slowly implement the people of the earth into a more into well, how would you put it? The society they want, so to speak. This futuristic AI driven, you know, cyborg people, you know, shit flying, just bugged out drones and robots all over the goddamn place. This what Esau want in the earth, but it ain't gonna happen. But before he bring those things in, he gonna bring chaos in the earth. So people gonna choose that new way, that new world that he gonna present to you is gonna be more safer. He gonna do it to deceive the people, man. Only people gonna be deceived is those who the Lord don't want though. But it say surely Isaiah 29:16, surely a turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not? Or shall the things framed say unto him that framed it, he have no understanding? And that's how Esau moved through the earth, like the Lord didn't have no understanding. So he here to fix things, change things, you know, telling people they can be whatever they want to be. You were born a boy, but deep down in spirit you a girl. What the fuck do that mean, man? Just it's confusion, bullshit. And not only that, many other things that Esau manipulating the food. You got Bill Gates, and we're gonna spray nanoparticles in the air like a reflector, and we're gonna reflect those particles back. Talking about global warming, all this old crazy shit. That's the thing framed saying to the thing that framed it, he had no understanding. Basically trying to make like the Lord made a mistake. So he here to fix the say today, fix things, fix what the Lord fucked up. That's how Esau move, and that's why the Lord gonna destroy this nigga, man. Because the Lord made everything perfect, and you came and turned everything upside down, in which ultimately, life only gonna flourish truly is through the law, statutes, and commandments being implemented on the earth. Until then, you might as well get if what we saying ain't the truth, it's over with for humanity. This nigga finna destroy the planet. But we know this is true. And he know what we saying is true. The so-called white man, the international bankers, I ain't talking about you goddamn peon Edomites. We talking about this grown folks talk, you know. They grown folks talk. You don't know what's going this above you Edomites and all you Christians as well, Cause Esau in the background in the bunker some goddamn well losing it. These elite who really run the shit, they somewhere losing it. Scared out they mind because we raising up, man. And the Lord getting ready to come back and destroy this man and bring down his kingdom. And we witnessed the rise of America through history and all these different things, but we living during the fall of Babylon the Great, which is so-called America. But the Lord mentioned it as Babylon the Great. But let me get this Revelation 6, because they're speaking about Esau, the so-called white man's rulership, uh, power structure. This Revelation 16 and verse 4 is saying there went out another horse that was red. And this represent Esau. When you go into what not Esau is Ishashua meaning wasted away, but Edom, not Eden, Edom mean red, you know. If I ain't mistaken, Edom mean red, you know. It say and there went out another red horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon. Esau Edom is the Edomites. It's representative of them. Sat thereon to take peace from the earth, that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword. And who received that great sword? Isaac. Nah, damn, shit. It's like it, slip of the tongue. Not Isaac. Isaac blessed Esau with the sword. You know, Isaac blessed Esau with the sword because Jacob received the ultimate blessing. You know, meaning the kingdom of heaven, the being the Lord's chosen people, being the that lineage passed down through Israel, Jacob, whose name was later changed to Israel, of being the Lord chosen. He passed down that promise from Abraham unto Isaac. It ain't go to Esau. It got gave to Jacob. And Esau's blessing was the sword. And he taking peace from the earth. That's why everything's so chaotic. So that's your answer for that.
Friends are turning on you, family is turning on you, people are changing personalities, people are changing in looks. Everyone's out to get everyone else. No one trusts anyone. If you stand up for yourself, they see that as you starting drama or you being a victim. It's not seen as you standing up for yourself. You can't speak your mind without someone taking offense to it. The prices of eggs is $6 to $14 per dozen. You get 3.
Victuals shall be so good cheap. Let me get a couple more because I think some of my precepts up in there. Like I could have got this one. This the book of Isaiah 5:20 say, "Woe to them that call evil good and good evil, and put darkness for light and light for darkness. That put sweet for bitter and bitter for sweet. That put bitter for sweet. That put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter." And that's the world we living in, because they call what we doing evil. A lot of you 2/3 niggas, they call what we doing evil, and all we doing is telling you to repent and giving you warning of the Lord, for He destroyed this place. You know, we hear GMS, the prophets of doom, count. you know, it say this the book of Matthew 24 and verse 12. It say, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Because iniquity abound and the love of many is waxing cold. So iniquity is sin upon sin. You know, so since that's happening, the love of many is waxing cold, and these things ain't gonna stop. They're gonna get worse and worse, to all hell actually breaking loose, man. And the chip being implemented, the MOTB, and Esau, putting a whole bunch of people to death, and ultimately it's the will of the Lord being done.
3 bags of groceries for $250. No one can afford.
Now let me get this one too, because she was like family and friends fighting and all this. This book of Second Exodus chapter 6 and verse 24. It reads, at that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. And the springs, which that was the point. At that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. So hey, friends gonna be fighting like enemies in the last days. The Lord giving you a description of the last days. Which that's pretty much the point. Let's keep going. Well, I can get this in Second Exodus chapter 9, because she was speaking about food being unobtainable, unaffordable first, and it's eventually gonna become unobtainable. It ain't gonna be no food but what people have stored up. This the book of Second Exodus 15 and verse 14. It reads, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another with swords in their hands." you know, For there shall be sedition amongst men, and invading one another. This all hell breaking loose. This that hour of temptation, day of Jacob's trouble, chaos, anarchy, all manners of evil going on. And this how I see them doing it. Me speaking as a man, this ain't Bible prophecy for per se, so to speak. But I see all hell breaking loose, and they gonna have certain safe zones where people can come to. Outside of it's gonna be chaos in certain spots, and if you can make it to this uh, uh green this green zone, you'll be safe. You know, and these things gonna happen, and it's gonna be during the hour of martial law. Everything gonna be heavy surveillance. Not heavy surveillance, but quarantined off, so to speak. Gonna be blockades all around. You know, get the cutting them train tracks and shit off, and block your motherfucking ass in a certain particular area. You know, blocking off interstates and shit. You gonna be stuck in a certain particular area unless you get there on foot, man. It say, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another with swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition amongst men and invading one another. Why? Because the food is gonna be so high, and not only is it gonna be so high, it's gonna be to the point where it ain't gonna be none. In a lot of places, it's gonna be some places where the food just too fucking high to even afford, and then other places gonna be it ain't gonna be none, because when it get too high, the people can't afford it. Guess what's gonna happen? They gonna kick down the door, bust out the windows, you know, and it's gonna be a free fall. It say I'm gonna read verse 16 again. It say, for there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes in the course of their actions shall stand in their own power. And they go back to that quote one of them elites said, when the people have nothing else to lose, they lose it. Verse 17, it say, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Yeah, because they gonna have martial law implemented. Everything gonna be blocked off, and they gonna have checkpoints. you know, It say verse 18, it say, and because of their pride the city shall be troubled, and houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. In America, this is when the scriptures speak about the oh most proud, is speaking about America. And you Edomites even more, and all you niggas join hand to America, Esau Edom, the so-called white man, and these heathen, and all you worried about is the heathen making it instead of hearkening to the voice of the Lord. You've been warned. So when the Lord bring these things upon you, don't call on him, Don't call on the Lord. Call on whatever you've been worshiping, and, call on that. It say a man shall have no, verse 19, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. And that's what's getting ready to happen. People gonna spoil one another goods and destroy stuff because of the lack of bread. And that's the time we living in, you know. Uh, I actually had that. This the book of Second Ezra 16 and verse 1. It say, behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be in a good case. And even then shall evils grow upon the earth, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. And yeah, when Trump first was in office, things were seemingly going pretty good because everything was cheap as hell. You know? Why is this nigga not talking about inflation no more? Why he ain't getting things back to high? See, people just settled into prices being what prices was, and you know, why Trump ain't getting things back to how they was when he first was in office, man? Because he can't. It's over with for this bitch, man. He ain't even talking about that. And you people ain't talking about it neither. You know, because them tariffs ain't doing a goddamn thing, man. Besides making people more united outside of that's not America. It's uniting the other nations together to wage war against this bitch, and ultimately, is also causing your allies to hate you. Which we love this. We happy about these things because the quicker you devils go down, the quicker we gonna be in the kingdom of heaven. This is what we waiting on. We waiting on the Lord to bring that drama to you motherfuckers. You and your mama. Let me stop. Um, and that's what we saying though. It say, and even then shall evils grow upon the earth, the sword, famine, death. I mean, the sword, famine, and great confusion. And that's what we seeing in 2025. What it is, February something 2025. We seeing 26 or 27, might be 25th. I think it's 26. We seeing these people fall, man. The so-called white man, his empire is falling, and this what he want, but it's ultimately him falling into the will of Yahweh Shem Yahweh being done, and him fulfilling what's written in the scriptures. That's how we know what this nigga gonna do, cause he can't do nothing but what the Bible say he gonna do. You know, not in detail. He can do little other little shit that we don't know about, but for the main purpose that he want, it is spoken of in the scripture and it's in code. You know, how he come about it, we don't know. Because that's getting into details. But what he trying to do, we know, and we telling our people, and niggas don't want to hear it. But it is what it is. Your life, not ours.
Afford rent or mortgage. These jobs want to pay little to nothing. Everyone
And the elder, the brother Ayash was going into a video. Him and another brother were going into a video last night, going to have. I think it was like I watched it last night. How people haven't got a raise since 1978 or some shit like that. So due to inflation going up and these different things, people might make more money, but ultimately due to inflation and all the devaluing of the dollar, you make more money, but you're not making more money than what people was making in the 60s, 50s, 60s, 70s. You're making less money. 80s, you're making less money. Way less money. Well, basically, from 1978, it's been a plateau on how much money people make. Everybody making you. The, if you making $20 an hour, it's like making minimum wage. You know, $20 an hour nowadays is almost like minimum wage. A little bit, say a little bit over minimum wage, a tad bit at that. So hey, we watching the fall of this man's empire, and Esau can't bring in his new world order without crashing the dollar. So we here to let you people know through the spirit power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai how this thing gonna play out. Like we say, we don't know how they gonna is they gonna turn the power off and plunge the country in darkness, or they gonna release a pestilence, or people gonna invest. We don't know exactly how it's gonna happen. We in the mindset of it's gonna be a a goddamn a free for all. Gonna be all kind of shit happen. All that shit gonna happen, man. You know, like brother say, it might be different spots throughout the U.S. dealing with different shit because how vast this land is, and this whole entire land is gonna be destroyed by thermonuclear destruction. Thus saith the Lord, man. You know.
Stuck in survival mode and has been stuck in survival mode since the 90s. You think you know people, but you can know them your entire life and they're still not who you think they are. They will still surprise you. People are miserable and they want you to be miserable with them, but they're very good at hiding it. Jealousy is at an all-time high. Haters are everywhere and they're trying to get rid of you. Get you
Yeah, because he taking peace out the earth, he turning everything upside down. And that's a commandment, not to be covetous, you know. And Esau's not ruling this more proof that this nigga the wicked. He not ruling the earth under the guide of the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. He ruling the earth under the guise of Jesus. You know, love, happiness, peace. Do as thou wilt, and ultimately that's Satanism, man. The doctrine of Christianity is ultimately Satanism, almost. you know, you supposed to be Christian, but you celebrate Christmas every year, Halloween. You know, you got jack o' lanterns and spiders decorated out through the fucking church, man. Where is that at in the Bible to do that? The scripture tell you to stay away from that type of dumb shit.
out of the way so they can do what they come to do. We're learning that everything we've been taught is damn near a lie. So we can't even trust the things we were taught in school, so how can we trust anything else? Yeah, you see it. The biggest lie of all time, right? I mean, they even took books out of the Bible to keep their narrative. And that's the one book you should be.
In which they ain't take, yeah, the slave Bible, they was taking a lot of stuff out the Bible and a lot of different things the so-called white man was doing, the apocrypha, different things of that nature. But it's still enough to where we can, the Lord left enough for us to understand this knowledge was this truth and be delivered. So fuck what he took out. We don't care. We got the truth. You know, the Lord left us enough, a whole bunch of trinkets to be delivered from this shit. You know, He left us the 100% truth and the Spirit to guide us through it. Starting with the with our on down to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone today, man. Because I say our because that's where it started at. In the seven up under that, the man who was left after he passed, on down through the one wish, man. Our way to where we at here today, man. You know. And the word apocrypha, if I am mistaken, it means sent away hidden. It was sent. It was hid. The Lord did that. You know, the Lord done these things. But the apocrypha lines up with what the scriptures say. That's how we know that it's authentic. You know. Now you get into the book of Jasher and the book of Enoch and the book of which the scriptures spoke about the book of Enoch and different books. But those books that they got published and put out, those not the real books, man. That's why we don't deal with all that shit.
To trust in and believe in. I'm beginning to think that hell is on earth, literally. I'm starting to think that we were put here and
It's a lot. It's a lot of stuff she's saying. And hell is on earth, and there's no such thing as hell where you die and you go burn up. Hell is a condition. You know, the Lord spoke about fearing not them that can kill the body, it's who can kill the body, but fear them who can kill the soul and body. Fear him who can kill the soul and body in hell, and that's the Lord, because the Lord can send you back on the earth in a fucked up position, man. You know, a life of pain, a life of suffering. Yeah, send you back. It's a hell to punish you on earth. You know, I seen this up under the sun, a place of judgment. I got a few. I just got a list of. I just put hell. I thought I had some. Which, and this go to show you that ain't no such thing as hell, because all these precepts that's speaking about hell is ultimately talking about the destruction of America. That's what it's talking about. The thermonuclear destruction, the lake of fire, which is going to be America being hit with thermonuclear destruction. Which I ain't gonna get that. I'm a spirit. Ain't nothing coming to me. But let's get this. This the book of Revelation chapter 12 and verse 9. It say, and the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent which is called the devil and Satan. It's talking about Esau. Oh, and Satan, which deceived the whole world. The so-called white man deceived the whole world. That's why she was saying, "Oh, everything is a lie. You can't believe what you learned in school." Yeah, because he gave you his curriculum and he telling you his story. You know, and his story is a lie. A lot of it for you to believe. But the only way you can tell a lie, you got to know the truth. That go to show you this nigga know. See, you simple Edomites, you simple Israelites, people who don't believe the people of the world, so to speak. Y'all looking at us like we crazy, but these elites, I said this already, the elites trembling in their boots like, fuck, what we gonna do? You know? What we gonna do about it? We gotta stop these people, man. They gonna, you know, but ain't shit they can do, man. Ain't nothing nobody can do. The will of the Lord will be done, man. I just wanted something that I don't know what it is.
That this is hell, and the only way we can escape this is to ascend, to learn from our past mistakes, or to get out of here through karma. Because it looks like to me that
And the only way to escape this is to be delivered from the Lord to deliver us. Because if the Lord, like the scriptures say, I had it up here on another list. Now, this the book of Matthew chapter. I might have took it down. Let's get it. This is the book of Matthew chapter 24 and verse 22. It reads, "And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened." And the Lord is shortening the days, but He's shortening the days to come back and deliver His elect. You know, because if He don't shorten the days and you know, Yahweh don't hurry up and send back Yahweh Shai, ain't gonna be no flesh to be saved, because Esau gonna kill himself and everybody else with him, because he know what's finna befall him, man, and he know it by shit we been telling him. You know, you think this nigga ain't having dreams and seeing different shit when he play with this fucking technology and he doing all these enchantments and summing up the spirit? You think he ain't seen nothing? Shit, Esau know what we saying is the truth, man. You know, that's why the devil is coming down having great wrath, because he know that he got but a short time. He know that his time is short. The day of the Lord is at hand. You got Jake talking about it could possibly be another 1,000 years, which is that's not possible, man. That's impossible. If Esau rule another goddamn 1,000 years, what we teaching and preaching is wrong, man. If it go a whole another 1,000 years, you know. And when I say what we teaching and preaching is wrong, because you think in another 1,000 years, if Esau had the, you think he gonna be using thermonuclear missiles? Another 1,000 years from now? No, he gonna have some shit, you know, which he ain't gonna get. He got bounds he can't pass. You know, this nigga be surprised to make it to 2030, man. That nigga be so lucky to make it that far. You know,
we're all stuck here. And this hell on earth ain't no joke. Why should someone have to work 2 or 3 jobs to be able to make it? And that's just paying bills.
Yeah, because the wicked is at rule. The wicked is in authority. I think that's pretty simple. Well, I guess that's close. Okay. This the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 10 and verse 1, to say, a wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. And this ain't well ordered, this chaos. She said it. And when you go into the word chaos, it means disorder. I got it up there somewhere. And that's Babylon the Great. Do I got it up there? I got it in the wrong spot. This the book of this simple Google definition for the word chaos, and it reads complete disorder and confusion, and that's America. And what's one of the opposite word? What's the opposite word? Order, holy, or orderliness, and that's not America. So this nigga ain't wise. He ruling this kingdom of pure wickedness, witchcraft, sorcery. You know, pushing all manner of evil in the earth. What I was there you go. It say a wise judge will instruct the people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. And Esau is not a prudent man. Verse 12 it say, as the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers, and what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. It say an unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. And ultimately, what you're seeing is the unwise king destroying his people. You know, Babylon is set up to destroy you. And you people talk about the American dream, but this is a debt based system. You know, fiat currency. It ain't even real. It's bullshit. It's not backed by nothing. It's a false balance. This place is a complete abomination to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. And not only that, though, you got the saints here, those who sigh and cry. You got the Lord's chosen people here, and the blood of the Lord's chosen people fill the land. The Lord finna fuck this place up, man. So you people, you Israelites out there, all you Christian niggas, you niggas, you know, you through niggas out there. Keep that same energy, because all hell gonna come whether you believe or not. You just gonna be caught with your pants down, man. You know?
That's no extra money. What is going on? Someone please make that make sense. That is ridiculous. Do you know how hard it is to make it on one person's income? Getting minimum wage? Or even $14, $15 an hour? The shit is ridiculous, guys. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to start homesteading and living off the land, because this other shit is not for me. This shit is.
You ain't finna have no choice but to homestead and live off the land. And ultimately, what you gonna need is your how about Shem Yahweh Shai, because shit finna get so real like this motherfucker. And we all gonna need the Lord. You know, not just women, not just no. Hey, the elect of the nation of Israel, we gonna need your how about Shem Yahweh Shai. And you people, you gonna need the God, your supreme powers that you believe in. Which ain't gonna be able to save you, which ain't gonna come help you. And you people gonna be looking, You finna get caught with your goddamn booty out, man. You know?
Ridiculous. I don't know why I ever bought into the American dream because it's more like an American nightmare. What is there to dream about? The American dream? Give me a break. That's why more Americans than ever are moving abroad, right? There is no American dream anymore. What the hell y'all trying to sell us? The American dream has been gone and dead for years. Oh, the American dream. You get married right out of high school to your high school sweetheart. You have your children, 2 to 3 children. You get the white picket fence house. And your husband goes to work and he works at a law firm, or he's a doctor, or he works somewhere, doing whatever, and he takes care of home. Honey, that is not how it goes. Not for 98% of us. The American dream, my ass. Like I said, more like American nightmare. I don't know why I bought into the American dream when I was younger, because this is some straight up bullshit. What is the world coming to when you can't even trust your siblings? You can't trust your parents. You can't trust your best friends that you've grown up with 20 plus years.
It's coming to the end. That's what it's coming to. The end of Esau's world. That's what we witnessing. The end of an age. The end of an empire. The fall of an empire. This is the symptoms of a fall, the fall of an empire. So just that alone will prove that we ain't gonna be here another 1,000 years, unless this not Babylon the Great. I guess America ain't Babylon the Great, because this bitch finna fall. It ain't gonna take 1,000 years. This America gonna be done away with well before 1,000 years, man.
You can't even trust the person that's laying in bed next to you at night. I don't know. I'm tired of living in the upside down in this hell on earth. Something's got to give, because if it keeps going like this, we're going to destroy our planet completely. Something's got to change. And
We ain't gonna do nothing. You Edomite. That's why the Lord say He gonna shorten the days. Because if the Lord, He got bounds Esau can't pass. That's why Esau be doing certain shit, and the Lord send a chariot to block. Like Esau can't do whatever he want. The Lord, all he can do is what the Lord allow him to do, and that's ultimately everything that's working for Esau is him moving towards his ultimate uh uh downfall of this Edomite wicked Edomite heathen kingdom, man. Everything he do that's successful is moving him closer to the destruction of this place and the deliverance of the Lord's elect. All that other shit trying to work, no, that shit ain't working. The Lord ain't allowing it to happen. Esau making moves towards the NWO. He trying to fill his belly.
because if not, we're going to end up destroying our planet, and then what are we going to do? It's not like we can go over the wall. I used to be scared to have children because I didn't want to bring children into this messed up world, and I really didn't want my grandkids to grow up in a worse world than what I grew up in. Baby, my grandkids are going to be growing up in a worse world than I did. And it's crazy to me. They should have a better world, but instead it's going to be worse. Why can't we leave this world in a better condition than what we found it? Oh, wait, we're humans, that's why. Oh, it's
No, because the Edomites are in power. The whole earth groaning and waiting for the manifestations of the sons of God, the Israelites, to be raised back up. Yahweh Shai to come back and reign, and that's what creation waiting for. You know, righteousness. That's the only way. That's how the Lord set it up. When the Lord was setting everything up, everything was righteous, and He was saying it was good. You know,
human nature. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's greed. It's greed. Also, the thought that, oh, well, I'm not going to be here to deal with it whenever shit hits the fan. But what if you are? What if you are? Then what, Mr. Molly Maid? All I know is we were warned. There's been several movies and everything made, and we were warned plenty of times how it was going to go. We just didn't think it would go that way so quickly. Now look at us living in a paradise of hell on earth. All I need now is my tiki torch and a freaking drink with an umbrella in it, right?
yeah, and this bitch is done, man. So with that, Lord willing, this was edifying. I want to end it, giving all honor and glory to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham, double honors to the apostles And the elders, a great millstone, rule well, been a great example to his younger brothers in the truth. Peace and blessings to the whole elect. Shalom. Kwame Yashala. And the Baba. Shalom.